Hi and welcome, Krister Syrtén, a Swedish colleague working in our Nordic organization as a regional sales manager.
Hello, Lisa.
Tell us who you are and your role here at Siemens.
So then I'm based here in Gothenburg, and I have a regional sales manager role for the middle part of Sweden. So it's currently 3 districts. There we have account managers, and these are colleagues which I work with every day, and they work with sales for accounts that we have in the middle to larger segment in Sweden.
Tell us about SI buildings. What does SI stand for?
Exactly. So smart infrastructure is a big division within Siemens. As it says, it's about infrastructure in Sweden. And buildings, we handle mostly all the real estate parts. And that's also very broad, I would say. That could be energy efficiency, it could be control and managing your facilities, any facility, I would say. So it's technology for buildings.
You changed into this role quite recently. What and how happened?
Yeah, that happened I was in SI also then, but that was a segment or a division called e-mobility. That's a fast-moving segment within the charging of electric vehicles, both heavy and personal vehicles, and also heavy equipment for like construction machines like excavators and so on. So yeah, I was approached by Siemens SI Buildings, and they wanted to investigate if I was interested in this role. And I am an experienced sales manager since previously, so they thought also that could be a good contribution to buildings right now. And then I joined the new team only 8 weeks ago. Of course, a lot to learn, but very exciting.
Well, congratulations. What is so fun with you is that you chose Siemens again as an employer after having been away for some years.
Exactly. I did return to Siemens. I worked within Siemens between 2008 and 2014, and then I went outside the company for approximately 10 years. 9 to 10 years, and then I came back. I didn't mention to any of my old colleagues that I was going to apply. I just applied. And I did it because I like this company very much, because this company stands for its values. It was also the hardest decision in 2014 to leave this company because it's a very good employee. It was really nice to have the opportunity to come back. Fantastic.
Do you feel that the experiences that you acquired outside of this company has been valued as you came back into our organization?
Absolutely. I have a lot of experience in international sales, which I gathered outside the company, also in management skills and also in some different markets, different technology segments. So it was really good for me when I was coming back to be able to use some of them, especially because I always work in sales and in technology sales. So it was really like from day one to use my experience.
Zooming into your current role as a regional sales manager in mid-Sweden, what can a typical workday look like for you? And is there such a thing as a typical workday?
I would hope to say yes, but it's similar, of course, every day. It's about enabling my account managers to be successful in their roles as account managers, to grow sales, to coach them, to join them also in customer meetings, but especially also help them to use the right strategies to grow their business within their role. There are 12 of them, and they are spread out regionally. They have different customers, so it's not the same every day. Also, there are some internal meetings, of course.
You clearly collaborate a lot with your team as a manager, but what does collaboration look like, and what is the context that you operate in day to day?
So outside the immediate team, I work very close with the sales management team. I have 2 sales manager colleagues, and we work closely together to align and to coordinate sales in Sweden. Also with the sales manager for the entire SI buildings in Sweden to also look like a bit ahead, so we can be ahead of the game, to solve things so the account managers can have like a smoother, better way in their work life. And then also always looking at how can we expand our business, how can we excel in our business. It's also very exciting at Siemens because we are very much in the forefront. Right now, we are really in the forefront of technology also. So.
Talking about technology, and you've been in technology sales for most of your career, it clearly interests you. and maybe adds that extra interest dimension to your role in sales. How do you stay updated?
It's not easy. We actually don't know as humans what will be on the market in 3 years. And that's really kind of frightening, but also very, very exciting. It's about reading, listening, and learning a lot just by listening in what we actually realize with our technology for the customers as a value every day. It helps me learn faster. So I learn faster by looking at how we utilize the technology in a customer environment. So it's really, really fun because we do a lot of great things for our customers.
Is there any area of technology you become extra enthusiastic about?
Yeah, now it's all about the digital world meeting our physical world. So at Siemens, we have all this installed technology in many buildings, also in industry and in many segments or many real estates or production lines all over the world. What we can see now is that now we can combine the digital world to also foresee and work with AI for the customers to anticipate, to analyze, and also adapt their technology in a more rapid pace. This gives them a lot of opportunities to save energy, to save costs, to actually have less problems within their facilities, within their production lines, within their buildings. We have the technology within this company, and it's sometimes it's a little bit frightening, even for the customer. Like, what? Can you do that now? Yeah. The most thrilling part now is the AI combined with the technology. That's what's now really pushing us forward.
It seems like you're also partnering as an advisor. You mentioned now showcasing what is actually possible, maybe not at this moment for them specifically, but what could be in their future and so on. Is this the most rewarding part of your role?
Sales overall has changed over my 25 years in sales. Now you're exactly to the point, Lisa. You are now the advisor. You help the customer to be successful in their environment. So it's kind of like you become a partner for the customer to make them successful. To see them also accelerate or benefit from what we have, what we suggest for the customer, and then you see them succeed by that, that is the most enjoyable part of this work because we do it together. So it's no longer we selling them an equipment, they install it and they use it. Now it's like we are interactive. We share very often now goals together, save energy, save costs, or climate data for their operations. So it's much more fun to sell now than it has never been.
If you could paint up a dream day at work, what would it be?
If it would be my dream day, it would at least be one customer visit or meeting because I love to visit the customers or be with the customers. The other part would be like the analysis thing I do every day as a manager. I analyze what we do to help my colleagues to perform. That's a part of me being curious of where we are successful. And then, of course, a great bit of fun with my colleagues.
Well, we touched upon what can be very rewarding to grow with the customers, to partner up with them, to be the strong advisor they need. But what can also be challenging?
Challenging can be the big transition. We are in a big transition now, both, of course, Siemens as a company, but that is no way near the customer's challenge now because the change is so rapid now. And if you don't go into transformation within your sector, you could lag behind. So it's really now for the customer to grasp what they need to do. And that's our position to help them. I can see many customers struggle with, oh, should we do that now? Oh, what is this? No, we don't want to use AI. But it's also very rewarding because you need to be pedagogic. You need to go on a level with the customer where they can start exploring slowly and bring the technology and the possibilities to them in a kind of introducing way.
You've had you said 25-year career journey in sales. How do you balance work life? It's easy to get carried away.
Very much. So I need to really find that balance. And to do that, you need to find ways to also work smart. So work smart, build up your strategy throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, so that you can be calm going home after work, and also manage, the pressure from outside, also from other parts of your life. I would say it could be easy things like turning off the notice signs from your phone when you need to be free. It could be like, I decide now to have this work-free hour, to also maybe go out for a walk during the day. And work is fun, but also you need to understand that it has to be in a balance with your rest of your life.
When you came back, did you paint up a picture of your next 5 years at Siemens, expectations on your career, or are you more towards the kind of take it as it comes?
I have always been like take it as it comes, but also I need to have like an interesting job environment. I like to have inspiring colleagues around me. When I have a good work where I thrive and I feel very inspired, then I don't have to look so much for the next step or the next level. But of course, sometimes you have a glance at a role that is really inspiring and so on. Absolutely. This role was inspiring. I have not put up a picture like 5 years from now, but hey, I just did my last move 8 weeks ago. I should maybe sit some comfortable here a little while.
Yeah. If you would recommend somebody to come into your work environment, who would that be?
You need to be curious and you need to be interested about the changes that are now happening in the market. You need to be excited about new things because it's ever evolving right now. You need to be flexible and ambitious because it will be your effort that always puts you where you are. This work can bring you a lot of joy.
I'm now smiling because I'm thinking maybe that is something for me too. You really pitched it well.
Thank you, Liz.
So, yeah, all the best on your future career journey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.